I threw it in the back. Thing's gonna catch any second now. Liquefying shit. Look at that. It's catching on fire now. We're cruising now.
Okay, that'll go.
So we're getting rid of these little yellow things then?
What?
Are we getting rid of these yellow things?
I mean, those, that, well, depends on what they are. Yeah, you can throw that one in.
Oh, baby. It's catching on fire, alright.
Now, see, you gotta stir it up here. You see? Once it starts to catch, then you gotta.
It's like butter.
Well,
You gotta stir it up.
You gotta stir it up. It's like love. You gotta stir it up once in a while.
Is that why you gave Mom a spanking for Valentine's Day?
When was that?
That one day
I don't know.
you gave her a Valentine's Day spanking? You gave her a whooping? Uh-huh. Yeah, baby. Oh, yes, sir. Look at all them books. Yes, this is our beautiful house. Kind of reminds you of Christmas Eve, don't it? It's like Christmas in March. That's how we Irish deal with the taxes. It's the games rednecks play. There's redneck toss. You want to tell them about the redneck toss I was playing?
No.
That one day, blew out the light, put one of them drum pieces over and got one, but then the other one broke a light and then it went to a dim.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Or should we tell them about the day the two police officers said, "Are you William Delaney?" "No, that's my dad." And they said, "Can you go get your dad?" And then I said, "Yeah, just hold on a second."
We'll get his sorry ass.
And then instead of them saying your sorry ass, they saw my sorry ass, and one of them flashed that their light right at my booty, and they took one look at my light, and they took one look, and they said, "Oh God!" And then they flashed the light away from my booty, and I said, "Dad, Dad, wake up! It's not a dream. Take off your mask.
Dad.
There's two officers that want to talk to you."
I'm afraid there's two dead officers in the back by my room. They took one look and they both had heart attacks.
And then they're going to tase you. They want to tase you. They want to talk to you because there was a threat about you cutting off your middle finger because...
That one I was going to give to Wells Fargo.
You tell them. You tell
I'm
them.
going to give that one to Wells Fargo. The fuck you finger.
So tell them what happened that day at the Wells Fargo bank
Well, everything was fine. I was at the Chase Bank. I was wheeling and dealing up there with my friends in Chase Bank. Right at the teller next to me was my real estate lady that you haven't met yet. And we had a nice, simple conversation. I would say it looked like Bill Delaney was a pretty normal guy. But he knew with his $3,000 of cash, he needed to go down and try to get some better business done at that friendly Wells Fargo Bank. You know, with the nice horses and the stage.
Oh yeah, and the nice Stevens, and his nice Steve's going, how you doing?
The Cowboys and everything. I mean, in a beautiful sunny day.
I bet that guy looked like Steve, huh?
Across the state like Arizona, where there's a million guns. Anyway, so I thought, okay, I'm going to need a little fortification to go into that fucking Wells Fargo Bank. And I took a few nips, and I went in, and I thought, you know, I hope to spend like an hour or two in there. You know, I didn't plan on driving. I thought, hey, I'm parked in their parking. I'm going to go over to the mall, go to the nice food court, maybe call you and have you join me down there.
You went to the food court too?
No, I didn't. Didn't make it that far. And then, but when I was going in the bank, all of a sudden, there was your mom sitting there with the banking lady that's supposed to help me. And so I had a little bit of the cash in my hand, about 620, something like that. And I had my passport and all that stuff. I think actually, and I had my driver's license was in my pocket. Is this getting audio?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, my driver's license was in my pocket with the rest of the money, the big money, the $100 bills and stuff like that. You know, and I just thought to myself, this fucking bank, one way or another, they're going to get these 20s out of me. You know, paying interest and stuff. So I don't know, man. Tori says I jumped up in the air, like straight up in the air, like a pogo stick, and everybody got scared because it's a full-grown man. This is when I had my long hair. Jumped up in the air like a pogo stick, and then she said, I didn't see all these guys, but apparently, you know, 4, 5, 6 guys came out of the woodwork. You know, came out there. The only guy I saw was the guy I see every time I walk in there. He always wears this real nice, cheap suit, but never does anything. Oh, he's a handsome guy. He's a handsome guy. I think I'd like to go through the videos and see him. If I went through the videos in that bank, we would see him checking out and winking at every one of those tellers that weighs less than 120 pounds. So he's a guy, man. He's a mover and a shaker. But he's standing in front of me, and Tori and the other lady and people are just saying, Bill, they want you to leave. You're acting weird. They want you to leave the bank. And so I left the bank. I didn't really want to leave the bank, but they pushed me out there on the road, and then the cops got me, and I had been drinking. I wanted to just kind of, you know, leave on my own terms, and then maybe have a chance to talk to your mom or somebody and say, hey, I'm just going to leave my van here, because I had to take a few shots to come in this fucking bank, because I know they really want to get me. They really want to put me under. They want to put Delaney Films under. And, you know, there's that guy standing there, and I'm going, you're the guy that's going to just squash me, right? You're the guy that is going to just wring every fucking penny out of me. And they hand you a nickel, and they hand you a dime. And they ask you with a grin if you're having a good time. But they fine you every time you slam the door. Yeah, I ain't going to work at Wells Fargo Bank no more. So anyway, that's Maggie's farm, Bob Dylan. So I just thought, I'm getting out of this place, man. I'm just going to drive off. I thought, you know, I'm gonna go up to the college. I'm gonna lay on the grass. I'm gonna, you know, have lunch up there. Maybe walk into the pharmacy, get something to calm me down or something. I don't know, but all right. But then the cops chased me. Why did they chase me? Because Wells Fargo told them to chase me. So when you're a bank, you got power. They got power. But Ian, here's something. You can turn the camera off for this or let it roll. I don't care. But if anything happens to me, like I go crazy and jump off a cliff, I'll tell you who's pushing me off the cliff. Just so you know, Wells Fargo Bank. They're the ones that just made me, you know, I get these letters from these vice presidents. One guy's already making up stories. He said the reason I freaked out in the bank was because I saw my ex-wife with her new man, he says. That's his exact words. Well, Travers wasn't even in the bank. Your mom will admit that. So this guy is like trying just to like goat me, you know. Just trying to like, he doesn't even know that, you know, that Travers and I have gotten to be friends, you know. I got a letter here from Travers, you know who he's talking about. He thanks me for a Italian hat I gave him and stuff like that. But Wells Fargo, they're out to get me. They're out to get me, buddy. But they won't get you. Even if I'm gone, they won't get you. Because you'll know to watch for those motherfuckers.